Hi, I'm Davina, Client Success Director for RFI, based in our Toronto office, and I look after and manage all of our client relationships for the Americas region.
Hi, my name is Chloe James, and I look after media, communications and PR for RFI Global. I've travelled all around the world with the group, but are currently based in Australia.
Hi, my name is Vivian. I am the Insights Director of the Consumer Digital and Segment Research Pillar here at RFI Global, and I'm based in Singapore.
Hi, I'm Jess Garrett. I work within our research department. I'm an insight manager within consumer credit, deposit and payments here at RFI Global. And within this, I look at mortgage, savings, payments and travel.
Hi, my name's Isha, and I am the lead on consumer payments across Australia and New Zealand at RFI Global.
Hi, I'm Kate Wilson. I'm RFI Global's Global Head of Consumer Credit Deposits and Payments. So I manage all of the research that we do in this space on a global basis. I manage a large team of analysts across different markets, and I spend a lot of my time presenting our research back to clients.
I'm May Park. I lead RFI's business development and sales team for the US. I'm very fortunate to work with an amazing group of people that are spread across globally, and it's only compounded by the fact that the women at RFI are an incredibly talented, driven, and supportive group, from our analysts to the sales and marketing teams, all the way up through our COO, Victoria Bateman. They're just a fantastic group that I'm very honored to work with.
Hi, I'm Misha Green. I work in RFI's marketing team based out of the London office, and I look after all things digital.
Women are more concerned than men that their household is not saving enough for future needs.
Our data shows that women are more concerned with retirement savings than men historically. So it's really important, we believe, for institutions to focus on their female customers when it comes to supporting them through that stage of their lives.
An interesting data point, in terms of ways that women seek financial advice, women are actually more likely than men to rely on recommendations from someone that they know before they actually try a new financial service.
RFI Global has a 50-50 male to female ratio in the business, with women also making up half our management and leadership team.
Our data shows that women actually are more careful when it comes to considering and thinking about their finances. Women are more likely to seek advice when it comes to selecting the right savings or investment product for them, and then thinking about what they can do to make that product as tailored as possible for their needs.
One data point that comes to mind when I think about our research at RFI through a gender lens is the fact that we do see, and have consistently seen, women being less confident when they're making financial decisions, less confident in the financial knowledge that they have. And a lot of that really comes down to the fact that women, while they actually do have a lot of financial knowledge, do have a lot of expertise in managing money, managing day-to-day budgets, don't have that same level of confidence perhaps that men do. And I think that's a really important step for us to be thinking about within this industry. How do we make sure that women do have more confidence in the decisions that they're making, more access to tools and support that are specifically designed with them in mind and with their life experience in mind, and really helping women to make sure that they do feel confident in making those big financial decisions.
When you think about so many of the issues that women face and the things that are burdening our minds on a daily basis, it's not surprising that on average, women are more concerned than men about retirement income. This makes a lot of sense when you consider the pressure that women face day on day when confronting workforce challenges such as parental leave, gender wage gap, and the concern to have a steady means of income that'll last through one's lifetime. And women do live longer than men on average.
A lot of the women I admire are actually ones within my family over generations who've, pursued a career, pursued educational opportunities at a time when things weren't as easy for them. And that's really inspired me, and their support to family members and other women over the years in telling us that, if we put our mind to it and persevere, we're able to achieve whatever it is that we want. And I hope to do the same for, other women in business. I try to do that through my volunteering efforts and, being a mentor, providing support and any help that I can, and essentially passing forward all of the great advice and help and mentorship that I've received from other women over time.
I admire the women who have come before me and helped pave the way so that I can enjoy and experience all that I do in my business and career and everything that they have done for me over the years. admire my family for supporting me and showing me what it takes to be a woman in business and a woman in leadership. I think it's really important to put yourself out there and take risks, take chances. And I hope the legacy that I can leave means that others and other women feel that they can do the same to enjoy a great, fulfilling career and a life that they love.
I'm constantly being inspired by incredible, women around me. I think not just from a family perspective, but also from the people that I work with at RFI Global, but also within our client stakeholders as well. I think I have a lot of opportunities to interact with various female leaders in the industry. I definitely admire the way that they work and how they've contributed to the industry. That's sort of given me a lot of opportunities to learn while I'm working with them. But apart from, corporate leaders, I think humble homemakers and, small business owners that kind of sprouted out during the last 2 years of the pandemic has also been quite inspiring for me in their own manner. And I think I can only kind of hope that, in some days my sort of contribution will be able to inspire others, in the same way to kind of, for progressing women in, business and also in terms of leadership.
I look up to the women who have fought and opened doors, meaning that myself and other women have the opportunities and experience within business and leadership.
In terms of the legacy I'd like to leave, I think when we talk about legacy, we have to think about how much we've seen advancements happen in just the last 20, 30 years when it comes to women in business. And we have to acknowledge the struggles that have come before us. And I think then also take a future view to what we can do next and how much there is still left to go.
In terms of the legacy that I would like to leave, I've seen throughout my career in financial services a lot of really great female leaders, and I would really love to see more of that, more women in management, more women speaking at events. I think we've come a long way in just the last few years to having more women, having more visibility within the industry, but I would really hope that continues, that we do continue to have women's voices really elevated and women's experiences elevated within the industry as well.
So in thinking about the women who inspire me and the people I admire, honestly, it was a very difficult list for me to come up with because it's just such a long list of people. The strongest people I've ever known in my life have been women, and I'm in constant awe by the limitless capacity of women to endure, to nurture, and to grow. Whether I like it or not, it's really my mother's voice is always the one in my head pushing me forward. I also had an extraordinary mentor in college, Dr. Dawn Bennett-Alexander, who quite literally wrote the book on employment law for business. She instilled in me very early on the confidence to know my value and never be afraid to ask for it or in certain situations to even demand it. She has championed the principles of diversity, equality, and inclusion throughout her entire career in her work in law, advocacy, and teaching, along with being just a beautiful person filled with warmth and love. And I hope that every person gets to have somebody in their life like that. I know how rare it is and how absolutely wonderful it was to have her in mine.
I admire the women who have made it possible for me to experience and work with in business, and I feel very privileged to work alongside the inspirational women that I do. I hope that my contribution and efforts can do the same for other women.